Hey everybody, this is Stuart, or Mr. S-Dog. I'm on my Witch, Path of Exile, and just started making videos again. In my first video back, I kind of mentioned that I had been playing my Witch and got kind of frustrated and decided to switch over to Marauder, but I wanted to kind of step back real quick and show my Witch spec and just kind of the weak points in it. This isn't a video to to watch if you want to learn a good spec, because I'm not in love with mine, but it's serviceable, and maybe you can take some ideas from it, and some ideas that I would have for improving it and make something that would work for you. So as I mentioned in my last video, when they did the full release, they kind of wiped all the points and made some changes, and not being very smart, I decided to just go ahead and spec my witch without paying attention to what they did. And they made a bunch of changes to the auras, basically making them more expensive. And in the closed beta, I was running 2, sometimes 3 auras, most notably the Energy Shield aura. I can't recall the name of it, and then Clarity, which is the mana regen aura. So now that they made them more expensive, so they're Discipline, the Energy Shield aura. Now that they're more expensive in the full release, I can't really run them both without being severely handicapped on my mana pool. So, let's see if I can find some spot to turn them on. Basically what I ended up doing was trying to run with just mana regen. So you'll see here, if I turn on both Clarity and Discipline, I have barely any mana pool, and it does work a little bit, but it's just I kind of have to stop between, like, after every cast and wait for a tick or two of mana to regen, because my Spark Cat costs 60 and I got 104 mana to work with, so it's not a good situation. So the way that I was playing was I was using only my Clarity aura, and as you can see with my Energy Shield aura on, I've got 4500 Energy Shield. I'm running a Chaos Inoculation build, so I only have 1 life. Without that Discipline aura on, I only have about 3100 Energy Shield. And I don't have a ton of mitigation in this build, so it's kind of a problem that I ran into when I was trying to kill Dominus at the end of Merciless. So, looking kind of closely into my spec, it resembles pretty closely the specs that I was running with in beta. Went up to Lightning, the middle of the Lightning here, and picked up a bunch of Lightning points. Went with the crit chance because cast speed just means I run out of mana faster, because I don't have the regen to be able to permacast that fast. Picked up these nodes just for gems and for gear purposes. Came over here and I tried to get some basically aura improving points. I didn't take these. I probably could have, but then I still run into the same issue of not having enough mana. I might try that if I can find some regret orbs and mess around with that a little bit. They came down here basically to get these elemental resists plus 10 while holding a shield that's pretty big. Here, I've talked about before, you get these nice Energy Shield nodes as well as armor basically for free, and then the Body and Soul node is just really nice. I decided not to go up and get the double curses. I was trying to be a little bit more offensive with this build, with the Dominus fight. I don't know, I probably don't regret not going up there, but I'll probably make another video about Dominus. It's a really tough fight, and you kind of have to think about how you're going to approach that when you're speccing a character if you want to play him in in-game. I did pick up Minion Instability, just a nice one-pointer. And again, I talked about, see, I came up through here, got some Energy Shield nodes. Again, these are just for gems, whatnot. Chaos Inoculation, more Energy Shield. And then, again, trying to make my auras more effective, not knowing that about the nerf of the auras. And then, came down here and basically got more damage points, more lightning points, etc. So the problems with this build is basically just that it's not tanky enough. In the Dominus fight, I'll go over it in more detail, but you basically have to be able to more or less face tank him in the second phase. Maybe I haven't thought about it in a great detail. Maybe there's some creative ways to approach it, but more or less you're restricted to standing in a specific area, which is more or less right next to him a lot of the time. So just having 3100, effective hit points and not really a whole lot of mitigation other than a few block points it was a real problem. And so that's kind of what led me to decide to put the witch on hold for now. I might see if I can figure out a way to, you know, make some cheap tweaks with just a few regret orbs and see if I can get it to work. Possibly see if I can, you know, put some points in these mana reduction, reduce mana reservation nodes over here. Maybe that'll make it workable to run with 2 auras, but we'll see. I also think that I would probably not do Chaos Inoculation. You do lose access to these nodes over here, but you gain a whole bunch of life, and I think I just have to bite the bullet and try to find some Chaos Resist gear and or just avoid areas where there's mobs that deal a lot of Chaos damage. It's doable. I mean, it's really nice to have, but I don't know. I think you need some life in the end game. So this 3100 isn't going to cut it. Maybe 4500 would, but 4500 plus, you know, 2000 life or something like that would be a lot nicer. So anyway, that's where my build went wrong. If you guys have any suggestions on how I can fix it, or any success stories, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. I think my next video will be about my Marauder that I built, which I'm really enjoying, and I'm looking forward to making that one. So thanks for watching.